Good morning. Good morning, everybody. As I said, you will be surprised not to see Ganesh surface, but again, the show has to go on, and here we are. Welcome to the episode 7 of Me Punch season 2, in the memory of our own friend Vilas Bandurikar and a mentor or a teacher or a guide for many of you. The whole idea or the whole purpose of these episodes is not only to make you a better umpire, but to make you evolve as a better person. And when you talk about evolvement or enhancement, it's your personality. It's not only umpiring, but as I said, it's life in general. So we saw in the last episode that why questioning is so important in someone's progress. Or Chandu has taken an Herculean efforts to make this happen. And this is his whole idea, to make you participate rather than he talking on himself. When we talk about somebody's progress, it's not only his umpiring skills, or it's more about believing in his own abilities, his confidence level. So questioning makes a very important part of it. And this episode 2, or rather part 2 of this session query, is more for you to participate, more to you, for you to express your views and take a leading role. Uh, as I said, Chandu has taken Herculean efforts. We He just keeps posting on our 997 group, and I was amazed to see his efforts. Now it's up to you guys, ladies and gentlemen, to make it a great success, this part 2, by expressing your views, taking a leading role, as I said. And it's going to be beneficial for all of us, not only for you. See, we are always a student. Throughout our life, everybody is learning. So even me, even Anil and all, Chandu, we are all learning, and we will learn from you. So please make it very interesting, make it very enjoyable, knowledgeable. So looking forward to this. It's all yours, Chandu. Take a role, take a leading role. And just one announcement, or one this thing. Please post your questions while the sessions are on, or while the lecture is on. Don't wait it for a lecture to end, or a session to.
Sorry to interrupt. Even I am
Rajesh,
too
you are
ready.
muted. Rajesh, you are muted.
So please post your questions while the session is on, so that we can have a more time. Because if you wait for the session to end, then it becomes very, tricky. So start posting your question right during the session. Okay. Okay. All yours, Chandu.
Yeah, Anil, want to say something? Anil, Rohan.
No, you take.
No, you take over. You start the session.
Rohan?
No.
All will have an
You may
expert
start.
comments at the end.
At the end, maybe, or maybe at the end of the last.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's all yours, Chandu, and you and your team.
Your team. All
Okay, so
those
let
interesting
me
topics.
share my screen. Proceed. Yes. There, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir, visible.
Visible. So, good morning, friends. Hope you and all family members are doing well. So, as usual, let's start today's session with our pranam and namaskar to our two of our family members who are dedicated our season 1 to Sri Vilas Karadkar, and this ongoing season 2 we are dedicating to Vilas Bandurikar sir. Welcome to this 7th episode, the second season of Masterclass V-Punch web show. Friends, we have a message from Sri Ganesh Iyer sir, who are moderator of V-Punch, and unfortunately we are missing him today here. He is not able to attend today's session because of his professional commitments. So what we are going to do now? We have two options. One is take responsibility in his absence and move forward, maintain quality of our weekly meeting, and maintain dignity of V-Punch forum. And we have one more option, like खून पसीना फिल्म देखिए अमिताभ की, तो एक फेमस डायलॉग है उसमें, चले गए थानेदार अब डर काहे का, तो कोई नहीं है तो चलो ऐश करेंगे, मजे लेंगे. So we have to choose one option from these two, and let's see at the end of this session what we are achieving. Right? So let's move forward. So one thing I must mention here, thanks Subodh Vaidya for your great efforts for all our MCA umpires and all umpires friends all over the world. All sessions are recorded for season 2, and now all are available on our YouTube channel, V-Punch. Most of us have already attended our all session. There are 6 sessions we have conducted on last 6 Sundays. There is a lot of knowledge sharing and discussions on mentoring, art of questioning. And don't worry, in case you have missed any of these sessions, it's available on V-Punch. Yeah. Just go on the YouTube and search for channel V-Punch. Thank you, Subodh, again. See, last Sunday, we talked about how to ask query or how to ask questions. We touch upon few points and we kept some points open for further discussion. We talk about why people ask questions. So we keep asking questions to each other throughout the day for different purposes, different objectives, with different intentions. There are several reasons to ask questions to each other. Question and answer is an integral part of any conversation. So the asking question becomes a means to connect the other person. As a cricket umpire also, we have to ask questions to so many people like groundsmen, scorers, players and so on. जब हम सुबह जब जाते हैं ग्राउंड में मैच के लिए, तब सबसे पहले मालिक को मिलते हैं, फिर पूछते भाई बारिश कब हुई थी, व्यू कितना रहता है, बीच में पानी कब दिया था, रोल कब मारा था, रोलर कहाँ रखते हो, and so on. The whole intention is to get what information we require to do our job successfully. Complete end of the day, we have to go happily in our home by doing all job comfortably. So when we need any information or we have any doubt, so ask questions. अगर मन में कोई बात है, कोई संदेह है, तो उसको दबा के कुछ नहीं होता, हमारा कुछ फायदा नहीं है. इसका सामना करना है, उसका जो सॉल्यूशन है वो ढूंढना है. And if you have a curiosity, your thinking process is active, then these questions comes automatically. कहते हैं जिज्ञासा है तो सवाल उठेंगे, प्यासा है तो वो जल के पास जाएगा, जल ढूंढने जाएगा. मतलब ऐसा कुएं के पास नहीं जाता, लेकिन वाटर कूलर के पास जरूर जाता है या फ्रिज में जाके बोतल तो जरूर निकालता है। एक मिनट, बाहर एक ट्रेन खड़ी है, ऑन दे रही है। ओके, सब पैसे को जरूर जाना चाहिए पानी के बोतल के पास, और तभी उसकी प्यास बुझेगी। तो व्हाई पीपल आस्क क्वेश्चंस, जस्ट क्विकली गो थ्रू दिस। किड्स जो रहते हैं, छोटे बच्चे रहते हैं, वो पूछते रहते हैं, क्यूरियोसिटी रहती है उनके मन में, ये क्या है, वो क्या है, ये ऐसा क्यों है, ये वैसा क्यों है। उनका लर्निंग ही होता है ऑब्जर्वेशन से, सवाल जवाब से, क्वेश्चन से। फिर वो परमिशन पूछते हैं बच्चे, मैं खेलने जाऊँ क्या, टीवी ऑन करूँ क्या, कार्टून देखूँ क्या। पेरेंट्स का एक काम रहता है, वो बच्चे के लिए केयर करते हैं, दैट टेक केयर ऑफ देयर चाइल्ड, अवॉइड एनी ट्रबल्स। तो पहले ही पूछ लेते बच्चे को, बेटे भूख लगी है क्या, कुछ खाने को दूँ क्या, कहीं गिर गए क्या, कहीं लगी तो नहीं। उनको अपने बच्चे की केयर के लिए फिक्र रहती है, इसलिए पूछते रहते हैं घर में। और लास्ट टाइम हमने उसके ऊपर बात की, वाइफ क्वेश्चन पूछती रहती है, तो बड़ा सस्पेंस रहता है। She has got a license to ask any question at any time. तो उसमें तो भगवान भी नहीं छुपता, even God can escape from wife question. स्टूडेंट सवाल पूछते हैं क्लास में to enhance their knowledge. उनको और सीखना होता है, एग्जाम क्लियर करना होता है, अगले स्टैंडर्ड में जाना होता है। टीचर क्वेश्चन पूछते रहते हैं बीच बीच में बच्चे को, समझे क्या, तो उनको फीडबैक लेना होता है स्टूडेंट से, मैं जो सिखा रही हो वो सिखा रहे हैं, वो पहुंच पा रहा है कि नहीं स्टूडेंट के पास। उनका और एक टीचर का इंटेंशन होता है, एग्जाम लेते हैं वो उनसे कि पास या फेल करने के लिए। कोई टीचर स्टूडेंट को फेल करने के लिए एग्जाम नहीं लेता है, या पास करने के लिए। उसको एक वैल्यूएशन करता रहता है कि हमने जो पढ़ाया क्लास में, या तो स्टूडेंट ने जो भी पढ़ा है वो उसके अंदर कितना पहुंचा है, कहाँ तक पहुंचा है। तो एक वैल्यूएशन या ग्रेडेशन करना पड़ता है स्टूडेंट का, उससे पूछते रहते हैं। तो एक कॉमन एग्जांपल है, जब लेडीज, कोई भी लेडी या शॉप पे जाती है साड़ी खरीदने के लिए या कोई ड्रेस मटेरियल खरीदने के लिए, तो बहुत ही कॉमन क्वेश्चन रहता है। वो सब यहाँ वहाँ देखती है, यहाँ वो निकालो, ये निकालो। फिर ये दो क्वेश्चन बहुत ही कॉमन है, इस डिजाइन में दूसरा कलर मिलेगा क्या, इस कलर में दूसरा डिजाइन है क्या। शॉपकीपर्स भी वो भी ट्रेंड रहते हैं, सेल्समैन भी ट्रेंड रहते हैं, उसको पता ही एक क्वेश्चन आने वाला है, तो इमीडिएटली बोलेंगे मैडम थोड़ा महंगा वाला चलेगा क्या। वो बस अपना धंधे का देखता है और अपॉर्चुनिटी लेके थोड़ा ऊपर वाले रेंज में चला जाता है। सेम टाइम अगर हस्बैंड रहेगा वहां पे बाजू में चुपचाप खड़ा, तो पहले वो बोलेगा मैं थोड़ा सस्ता वाला दिखा सकते हो, थोड़े लो रेंज में भी दिखा सकते हो। तो ये मार्केटिंग और सेल्स के जो लोग होते हैं, वो रिक्वायरमेंट फाइंड आउट करना होता है, उनके कस्टमर की क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है, उनको ऑप्शन दिखाने हैं, फिर अपना जो प्रोडक्ट है जो अच्छे प्रॉफिट मार्जिन से उनको सेल करना होता है, फिर प्रोडक्ट को प्रमोट करना होता है। हम जब घूमने जाते हैं टूरिस्ट, एज ए टूरिस्ट, तब हमको चाहिए होती है बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन, ट्रांसपोर्ट के रिलेटेड, होटल एकोमोडेशन रिलेटेड, यहाँ देखने लायक कुछ है। तो हमारे क्वेश्चन सब इस डायरेक्शन में रहते हैं। पेशेंट जब डॉक्टर के पास जाता है तो डॉक्टर को उसके एक तो हेल्थ हिस्ट्री जाननी होती है, क्या टाइप के सिम्टम्स है, फिर इन्वेस्टिगेट करके उसको प्रॉपर ट्रीटमेंट देके क्योर करना होता है। उसका इंटेंशन ये रहता है। पुलिस का इंटेंशन रहता है इन्वेस्टिगेट करना क्राइम का और क्रिमिनल को पकड़ना। उसके जो भी क्वेश्चन होते हैं वो फोकस उसी डायरेक्शन में होते हैं कि इनमें से कौन है क्रिमिनल, उसको पकड़े। लॉयर को कोर्ट में आर्ग्यूमेंट जितना होता है अपने क्लाइंट के लिए, तो एग्जाम क्रॉस एग्जाम करने के लिए जो भी कुछ है वो होता रहता है। इन प्रोफेशनल्स के अलावा और भी बहुत सारे ऑब्जेक्टिव रहते हैं, जैसे कि अब एक ग्रुप रहेगा, पब्लिक में रहेगा, तो कोई लोग क्वेश्चन इसलिए पूछते हैं और इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं कि उनको अटेंशन ड्रॉ करना होता है। भाई 4 लोग मेरी तरफ देखे और उनको लगे कि मेरे पास भी बहुत नॉलेज है और इम्प्रेस हो जाए मेरे नॉलेज, तो एक इंटेंशन होता है। अच्छा है बुरा है इसके बारे में हम कमेंट नहीं करते, क्योंकि अगर वो कुछ जानना चाहता है तो बाकी लोगों का भी उसमें भला होगा अगर पॉजिटिवली लिया जाए। जो ओल्ड एज लोग रहते हैं, जो बीमार लोग रहते हैं, अगर कोई उनसे पूछे कैसे तबीयत कैसे हो, कुछ खाया पिया कि नहीं, तो उनको बहुत अच्छा फील होता है, फील गुड फैक्टर होता है। तो उसके लिए भी वो पूछे जाते हैं कुछ सवाल। अगर किसी कहाँ पे कोई इशू है, झगड़ा चल रहा है, तो इशू रिजोल्यूशन के लिए कुछ सवाल पूछे जाते, भाई क्या हो रहा है, क्यों झगड़ रहे हो, क्यों क्या हम कुछ मदद कर सकते हैं क्या, just to put the things together। अभी मेरे जैसे बूढ़े लोग मिलते हैं अपने पुराने यार दोस्तों को, तो हम कुछ सवाल ऐसे पूछते हैं, अरे भाई वो अपने कॉलेज में एक गोल्डन हेयर वाली लड़की थी ना, उसका नाम क्या था, याद है, कहाँ है। एक जॉगिंग मेमोरी, जैसे पुरानी मेमोरी है, तो वो जॉब करने के लिए कुछ सवाल पूछे जाते हैं। कभी कभी हम ऐसे रास्ते में चलते रहते हैं और सामने से कोई आदमी टकरा जाता है, पट करके उससे मुंह से निकल जाता है, अंधा है क्या, हमें दिखता नहीं क्या, देख के चल नहीं सकता क्या। तो ये चैलेंजिंग होता है, जो सामने वाले को चैलेंज करते हैं, तो चैलेंज करने के लिए कुछ सवाल पूछते हैं। थोड़ा एक लास्ट एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करता हूँ और छोड़ता हूँ, क्योंकि बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स है। देयर आर हंड्रेड्स ऑफ रीजंस व्हाई पीपल के पास क्वेश्चंस, सो वी हैव टू लिमिट आवरसेल्फ टू समवेयर। एक एयरपोर्ट पे एक झगड़ा चल रहा था, एक महाशय थे, वो बहुत लड़ाई कर रहे थे काउंटर में, जो लेडी बैठी थी उससे। फिर वो बोल रहा था, पता नहीं मैं कौन हूँ, मेरा बाप कौन है, लाइक तो छोटी मोटी चीज होगी, बट कुछ लोगों को शौक रहता है, जैसे कोई बड़े पॉलिटिशियन या मिनिस्टर्स के लड़के होते तो उनको ये बहुत सारी आदत होती है इस टाइप के झगड़े मिलने में। तो लेडी जो भी काउंटर पे थी वो भी थोड़ी होशियार थी, ऐसे नहीं थी वो बस फालतू में सुन के लोगों को। तो उसने भी क्या किया, अपना माइक जो था उसके पास ऑन कर लिया। अरे महाशय फिर से बोलो, पहचानते नहीं मैं कौन हूँ, मेरा बाप कौन है। तो उसने मस्त एक अच्छे से अनाउंसमेंट कर दिया पब्लिक में, यात्रियों को सूचना, एक किसी का बच्चा खो गया है क्या, जो मेरे काउंटर पे, काउंटर नंबर 7 पे जो बच्चा खड़ा है, वो अपने पिताजी को ढूंढ रहा है, पेरेंट्स को ढूंढ रहा है। तो वो भी समझ गए कहीं यहाँ मेरे दाल गलने वाली नहीं। ओके, तो ये थोड़े से कुछ एग्जांपल्स मैंने शेयर किए हैं इस स्लाइड पे। थोड़ा आगे चलते हैं, आज हम क्या करने वाले हैं। और so today we are going to listen to some of our young friends, young guns. They have something to say on these topics. So first of all, I would like to thank to all these volunteers who have come forward and shown their willingness to share their ideas. So one request to everybody, let's appreciate their courage and the initiative they have taken. So we got very good response from volunteers. So we have decided to go for 2 sessions, today and next Sunday, only for the volunteers. This humble request for everybody, please listen them patiently and then feel free to ask your valuable questions once all participants' presentations are done. And please keep in mind that some of them are doing their presentation for the first time. So Jasmine Trivedi is there. She'll be sharing something on what people don't, why people don't ask questions in public. Aditya Rao and Nihar Negandhi is going to share his views on art of questioning. One question that changed my life. Bakul Chandra Mundia is going to share his own experience, going to tell his own story. And then we'll hear some expert comments from Rohan Pandit. Why people don't ask questions in public. Jasmine, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Shall I share my screen?
So I will stop my sharing here now. And Jasmine, are you ready to share? Please share your.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see.
Yes, yes, we can.
So good morning, everyone, and welcome to season 2 of Me Punch. My name is Jasmine Trivedi, and I'll be speaking today on why people don't ask questions in public. But before that, just a little bit about myself. I am a working professional. I am employed with a health insurance company in the legal and compliance division. And I passed my umpiring exam in MCA in the year 2017. So today I'll just share my thoughts on why people don't ask questions in public. So I think all of us can agree that one of the primary reasons that we don't ask questions is nothing but fear. So we have this fear, और या तो हमारे अंदर बहुत सारा डर होता है कि अगर हम क्वेश्चन लोगों के सामने पूछेंगे तो पता नहीं मतलब so a lot of people just have that basic fear of standing up in front of an audience and asking questions. Like I remember when I was in college and I had to give a presentation on one of the topics. So I was extremely nervous, and this whole thought of how to give a presentation in front of my classmates made me extremely nervous and fearful. So when I went onto the podium to speak and I started off, I just went blank and I could not even, I had to take some time to gather courage and speak in front of my classmates. But as the seminar progressed, I realized that it was easy and मैं भी ये कर सकती हूँ. So I started speaking and it went pretty well. तो तब मुझे ये रियलाइज हुआ कि ये जो डर है लोगों के सामने बात करने का वो बेसलेस है और ज़्यादा जो फियर है वो बस मेरे दिमाग में था इसको लेके. So even though it was a very small incident, it helped me a lot to understand that a fear like this exists which I wasn't even aware of. दूसरा होता है कि fear of being made fun of. तो काफ़ी बार ऐसा होता है कि कोई टीचर या जो स्पीकर होते हैं वो बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट होते हैं तो उनको देख के शायद लोग इंटिमिडेट हो जाते हैं या डर जाते हैं कि यार ऐसे तो क्वेश्चंस हैं मेरे पास बट मैं इनको पूछूंगा तो अगर ये मेरा मजाक उड़ा दिया तो मेरे फ्रेंड्स के सामने मेरे पीयर्स के सामने तो उस डर की वजह से काफ़ी बार वो नहीं पूछते हैं एंड सो समटाइम्स इवन इफ द टीचर मेक्स फन ऑफ दैट क्वेश्चन it would usually be because the question was not good enough or they expect something better from you. So instead of letting that discourage you to not ask questions, we should learn to probably work on the quality of our questions and then attempt again to ask question in the larger forum. तो ये था एक एस्पेक्ट फियर का. दूसरा है कि सेल्फ डाउट और इंफीरियरिटी कॉम्प्लेक्स काफ़ी बार होता है हमें. तो even if we have questions हम पूछने से इतराते हैं. We have these questions like what if my question is silly या लोग क्या कहेंगे is I think one of the major factors that hold us back and I'd like to give an example, personal example of last year one session that I was attending online. I was asked, there was this question and answer session, and I had a question in mind, but I hesitated a lot to ask. And उतने में किसी और ने वो सवाल पूछ लिया, और वो स्पीकर ने एक्चुअली उनको कॉम्प्लीमेंट किया कि आई एम ग्लैड यू आस्क्ड दिस क्वेश्चन, इट्स अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. And at that moment, I had this regret that I wish I had asked that question and not second guessed myself. तो काफ़ी बार ऐसी चीज़ें हमें पीछे खींच लेती है. दूसरा है कि some kids have this habit of asking questions every time, and then their friends end up making fun of them. तो उस वजह से लोग बोलते हैं कि यार अभी मैं बहुत क्वेश्चंस पूछूंगा तो मेरे फ्रेंड्स वापस मेरा मजाक उड़ाना चालू कर देंगे. तो उस वजह से काफ़ी बार लोग क्वेश्चंस नहीं पूछते हैं पब्लिक फोरम में. The next is पर्सनालिटी टाइप. अभी काफ़ी बार आपने देखा होगा कि जो लोग एक्सट्रोवर्ट होते हैं उनके लिए एक पब्लिक फोरम में या एक पब्लिक सेटअप में क्वेश्चंस पूछना बहुत ही आसान हो जाता है उनके लिए. पर कुछ होते हैं जो इंट्रोवर्ट होते हैं, शाय होते हैं, तो जिनके लिए ऐसे लोगों के सामने क्वेश्चंस पूछने में इट्स नॉट लाइक कि वो फेयरफुल हैं, बट उनको वो क्वेश्चंस पूछना उनको ईजी आता नहीं है. सो अगर आपने देखा होगा कि काफ़ी बार फिजिकल सेटअप में अगर कुछ सेमिनार चल रहा है, क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर सेशन ख़त्म होने के बाद लोग कुछ लोग होते हैं जो स्पीकर के पास जाते हैं और एक 1-to-1 क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं. अभी ऐसे सेटअप में देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग टू आस्क क्वेश्चंस 1-to-1, बट इट इज़ बेटर इफ़ यू आस्क दोज क्वेश्चंस इन फ्रंट ऑफ द लार्जर ऑडियंस, बिकॉज तभी ना सिर्फ आपको उसका बेनिफिट मिलेगा उस आंसर का, पर आपके दोस्तों को भी या तो जो बाकी लोग हैं उनको भी वो जवाब सुनने का मौका मिलेगा. So, if your personality type is something like that, maybe you can consciously try to ask questions 1-to-1 instead of, ask questions in front of everyone instead of just preferring 1-to-1 communication. Next is we sometimes also write our questions and send. कुछ cases में in a virtual setup, if we are busy and we genuinely have questions, we can leave it in the comment box. But if there is a chance, then why not, ask it, switch on our cameras and ask those questions. I remember, I think Gautam sir mentioned in his last session that a lot of times we are not visible. So if we don't even switch on our cameras, और हम तो लोगों को, हमारे seniors को पता कैसे चलेगा कि somebody like this exists, and then we lose out on an opportunity of being noticed or being mentored by those people who have a lot to teach us. So I think that's the third type. The next is attitude. काफ़ी बार हमारा रवैया चीज़ों के ऊपर काफ़ी कैजुअल होता है, हम चीज़ों को सीरियसली नहीं लेते हैं. सो वाइल हम कॉन्फिडेंट हो सकते हैं, नॉलेजेबल हो सकते हैं, बिल्कुल भी फेयर नहीं है क्वेश्चंस पूछने का, बट एक बेसिक एटीट्यूड जिसको लेके हम सेमिनार्स या सेशंस में जाते हैं, उसकी वजह से वी लूज आउट. जैसे एक है बीइंग अंडर प्रिपेयर्ड, तो काफ़ी बार टॉपिक्स हमको पहले से पता होती है. सो इफ़ वी कुड जस्ट do a little bit research or read up, then we can probably come up with intelligent questions, and that would even make it more interesting for the speaker. The next is multitasking or lack of focus. So I think जब से पैंडमिक स्टार्ट हुआ है, काफ़ी सारे क्लासेस वर्चुअल हो गए हैं, काफ़ी मीटिंग्स ऑनलाइन चली गई हैं, और काफ़ी वीडियोस वायरल हो गए थे उस दौरान जहाँ पे लोग क्लासेस अटेंड कर रहे हैं बट खुद को म्यूट नहीं किया है. सो दे वर डूइंग मल्टीपल एक्टिविटीज, दे वर ऑन द फोन प्लेइंग गेम्स एक्सेट्रा. तो ये चीज़ें हमें काफ़ी इंसाइट देती है एज टू हाउ आवर अप्रोच इज व्हेन इट कम्स टू लर्निंग और गेटिंग नॉलेज. Now most of the times the teachers in such setup are quite senior, वो टेक्नोलॉजी savvy नहीं होते हैं, फिर भी वो हमें सिखाने के लिए ये सारी एफर्ट्स लेते हैं, प्रिपेयर करते हैं, ऑनलाइन सेटअप कैसे चलता है वो सीखते हैं. तो out of respect of their efforts, the least हम कर सकते हैं is to give our 100% attention and focus to these seminars, because ultimately उसका benefit हमें ही मिलने वाला है. The next point is that we are not mentally present. हम लोग session में log in कर लेते हैं, session चालू होने के बाद video off करके we are somewhere else completely. So if we are not listening, तो हम सवाल तो पूछ भी नहीं सकते हैं. The next is seriousness या casual approach जो होती है हमारी हर चीज़ को लेके. That sometimes we think कि मुझे सब कुछ आता है तो मैं क्यों वापस यही टॉपिक पे क्यों सुनूं. But you never know. You can learn something new each time. And also sometimes we feel that I know much better than this speaker, so why should I listen to this person? But even if you give your attention to this session, you might end up asking something to that person which may help that person grow. So it's a two-way street. दूसरा है कि काफ़ी आई थिंक कॉमन गलती हम करते हैं कि ये सवाल मैं क्यों पूछूं, मतलब आई हैव दिस क्वेश्चन बट आई रादर वेट फॉर समबडी एल्स टू आस्क, क्योंकि ये बहुत लॉजिकल क्वेश्चन है तो कोई ना कोई तो पूछ ही लेगा. तो उस चक्कर में वी लूज आउट ऑन दी अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ गेटिंग विजिबिलिटी, एंड ऑल्सो देयर कैन बी अ चांस कि शायद वो सवाल कोई पूछे ही ना, क्योंकि सब लोग अगर यही सोचेंगे कि कोई और ये सवाल पूछ लेगा तो chances are that we may not even get our answers. So attitude is a major factor. The last one is lack of curiosity. जैसे सर ने बोला था, curiosity is one of the major reasons why we ask questions. So अगर हम अपने आप को पूछेंगे या अपने पेरेंट्स को पूछेंगे कि how we were when we were as kids, so they would definitely tell us that we always had multiple questions to ask them. Sometimes they got tired of answering our questions. Sometimes parents even say that my kids ask me so many questions that I have to go back and read and open my books to understand what actually is the truth. So asking questions and curiosity helps everyone involved. So I'd like to end my session with this quote, which I liked a lot, and I would leave it as a food for thought for everyone. Is we didn't stop asking questions because we lost interest. It is the other way around. We lost interest because we stopped asking questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine. How are you feeling, Jasmine, now? You tell
Sir,
now, instead of somebody else telling.
I hope I was not extremely fast while speaking.
Comfortable, feeling relaxed now?
Yes, sir.
You have done extremely well. John, want to say something?
That was excellent, Jasmine. Very well covered. And yes, I don't have anything to say. You've done excellent, no doubt.
So,
Oh.
thank you so much.
1 minute to share my screen.
Jasmine, that was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And it's only in the mind. It's a fear factor that stops us from asking questions. That was superb, actually. Really liked it.
Jasmine, this is Umesh. I do totally agree with Rajesh Deshpande. And very fluidly, you have covered almost, very common issues which are related with people not willing to ask questions in a larger forum. So excellent, very well done. And I think your opening session will also be a kind of guidance for others to, take lead from. So excellent start. Very well done.
Thank you, Umesh, for your encouraging words. So this, you said this generation is a bit lucky. If they want to ask any question, they don't have to go to anybody, any person. They just go on Google. So Google Mouse is where you step, and they get some ready-made answers. तो हमारे जमाने में तो ये कुछ नहीं था, तो हम बड़ों से पूछते थे, और हम जो भी सीखे हैं वो बचपन में बहुत सारी चीजें कहानियों से, माँ से, लोगों से, बड़े भाई बहन, स्कूल में टीचर है, कहानियाँ, बहुत सारी कहानियाँ हमने पढ़ी है, सुनी है। अकबर बीरबल, विक्रम बेताल, पंचतंत्र, ईटोपुरी। लोगों को के दिमाग में रहते हैं, restrict them from asking them in public. So now we know what are the things that stops asking. So let's henceforth we'll keep asking more and more questions, more relevant questions in our forum. So that is the whole objective, whole purpose of this. So how much time left, Subodh?
No, we can extend the session, no problem.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we'll continue with this and then extend?
Yes, you may.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So next is art of questioning. And Aditya, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next is Nihar.
So am I audible?
Yes, very much. Please.
Yes. Good.
One sec.
Hello.
One sec. This is Anil here. Just a request to everybody to mute them except the speaker. Or Subodh, you can initially mute everybody, and then Aditya can unmute, because I
Okay.
can hear a lot of background noises.
Okay, just a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, Aditya, proceed.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, loud and clear.
Hello.
Yes, Aditya, go ahead.
Okay. Yes. Good morning, everyone. This is Aditya Raut from batch of 2018, and I will cover art of questioning. From me, there are three major aspects of questioning. The first is intention. Second one is one thing at a time approach, and third is simple questioning structure. So we will go through it one by one. So please, next slide. Okay, so intention. Okay, intention. So the first question is why we ask question. We ask question because we want to discover something new, or we want to learn something new. हम क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं क्योंकि हमें कुछ नया सीखना होता है और कुछ नया जानना होता है. So in that case, I would like to share one very interesting story. एक बार क्या हुआ, एक दो छोटे छोटे बच्चे अपने पापा को कार वॉश करने में मदद कर रहे थे, लेकिन आउट ऑफ क्यूरियोसिटी उन्होंने पापा से पूछा कि हमको बोनेट ओपन करके दो, हमें कार में क्या क्या होता है वो देखना है. तो पापा ने भी उनकी बात मानी और उनको बोनेट ओपन करके दिया. लेकिन जैसे ही पापा घर में चले गए तो उनकी क्यूरियोसिटी और भी बढ़ गई, और फिर उन्होंने कार में से एक एक पार्ट को निकालना चालू कर दिया. और जैसे ही उनको पता चला कि अभी पापा आएंगे और हमको जोर की डांट पड़ेगी, तो वो डर गए. लेकिन पापा आने के बाद उन्होंने देखा तो उन पे वो बिल्कुल भी चिल्लाए नहीं, क्योंकि उनको पापा को पता था इनका intention was good. इनका their intention was on discovery and not rather than destruction. So पापा खुश हो गए कि उनको कुछ नया जानना था, इसलिए उन्होंने कुछ नया डिस्कवर करने की कोशिश की. So the fact is our intention should be very clear and precise, and it should be on discovery and learning. So our next topic is, sir, next slide please. One thing at a time approach. Most of the time what we do is we complicate or mix questions. इसमें हम एक ही क्वेश्चन में दो तीन अलग अलग क्वेश्चन, दो तीन अलग अलग टॉपिक एक साथ मिक्स करते हैं. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट व्हाट हैपन इज, जिसको हम क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं, the one who is going to answer the question loses his focus. He gets confused that what exactly questioner asked or what exactly questioner wants from me. So in that case it's not good to complicate question or add 2-3 topics in one question. And secondly, he may lose or he may miss out some very important points from his question. So basically the funda is we should ask one question at a time, or in question we can only ask one question which is important at that particular moment. And the third one is simple questioning structure. Hello, sir, can you go to next slide please? Yes, जितना simple question उतना detailed answer, and complicated question may give you 1 or 2 word answer because answerer already have lost interest in the answer. So what we will do is जितना simple question है, जैसे बच्चा, छोटा बच्चा अगर सबसे पहले बोलने के बाद बोलता है कि क्यों, why और का, हे असंच का, की ज्याचं पेरेंट्स खूप चांगल्या पद्धतीने त्याचं उत्तर देऊ शकतात. पण जसे जसे आपण मोठे होत जातो त्याप्रमाणे आपण खूप साऱ्या वेगवेगळ्या गोष्टी आणि खूप साऱ्या वोकॅब्युलरी ऍड करून तो क्वेश्चनच एवढा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बनवतो की क्वेश्चन विचारणार त्याचं उत्तर देणारा त्याला प्रॉब्लेम होतो. So here I would like to share one very good example. Once Barack Obama was addressing a conference in 2013. So next slide please. अगर इसमें देखोगे, yes, अगर इसमें देखोगे तो there are two very complicated questions, but if we can observe very precisely the two lines which are highlighted in red, we will come to know. First one is, do you risk US credibility if you don't take military action? Here if we can observe, then we can answer simply in yes or no. So more the complicated question, shorter is the answer. Again in the second question, will you allow them to testify? So if he can answer simply in yes or no. Obviously Obama didn't answer in yes or no, but this is not a good way of answering question. So the basic funda is we will simplify our questions, and जितना short और जितना precise हम question पूछेंगे उतना detail और precise हमको answer भी मिलेगा. So next slide please. So what we can conclude. Next slide please. We can conclude that our intention should be very clear. Secondly, ask one question at a time. Then do not complicate questions, and questioning format should be as simple as possible to get precise answers. Thank you, sir. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya. Anybody, any comment?
So, Aditya, this is Umesh here.
Yes, sir.
Again, it's very clear the effort which have gone into, creating the overall communication, and
Yes.
large part of that credit goes to you and Chandu for working together.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. So very, very clear, very, very simple solution. And it's very important that you picked up some very, very practical examples or examples from day-to-day life, And it's
Yeah.
true that whenever you want a better team working, uh, you ask more open questions, which are not
Yes.
with specific response. But when you want a
Yes.
very specific response, you ask a very close or tight question, which is very simple, to the point, and crisp. And those
Yes.
points you have highlighted very well. So excellent,
Yes.
very well done, and great to see the effort and output. Excellent one.
Thank you so much, sir. It means a lot. Thank you.
Subodh, what is suggested now, to re-log in or continue?
Yes, yes, we have got some extended time, some bonus in time. Continue.
Excellent, great. So message here is, don't worry about any mistake. जिंदा लोग ही गलती करते हैं, मुर्दे अपनी गलती नहीं करते। अंपायर का काम भी है, ऐसा की गलती हो जाती है, उसमें हो सकती है, बस दोहराना नहीं है गलतियां, इनको इनको इन पर काम करके जरूर करना। हर एक गलती हमें कुछ नई चीज सिखाती है, नया अनुभव देती है, और उससे हम जिंदगी में वही लेके आगे बढ़ते हैं। Please, Nihar now.
Yeah.
Please welcome Nihar to present his topic.
Thank you, Masi sir. Just a sound check. Am I audible?
Yes, very much.
Perfect. Okay. So, morning everyone. I'm just going to continue the art of asking questions. What Aditya explained in the first 3 points. I'll just continue with that. Just a bit of introduction about myself. I'm basically from the batch of 2016. I'm currently working in Cadbury's, but it's umpiring is something, or cricket is something that is really I'm really passionate about. So really miss those Saturday and Sunday early mornings, getting ready, going for the toss, etc. So hoping to start that soon. Masi sir, go to the next slide. Yeah. So in terms of some key pointers to keep in mind, when you are asking questions is, I've put down some points. So, first one being, avoid open-ended questions, and, use open-ended questions only, when you want to start or initiate a conversation. For example, if you, take our daily lives and you want to basically, you feel that, as an umpire, you want to improve your LBW decision, right? That's your kind of self-assessment. So, you don't basically then in that context go to your coach or your mentor and, you don't ask that person that, sir, I want to, how do I become a better umpire? Can you give me some tips in terms of better umpire? Your objective is clear that, you want to basically improve your decision making on LBW, and that needs to be clarified. Otherwise, the answers can get very subjective, and the discussion will become very subjective. So open-ended questions typically are more suitable in a typically either in a one-to-one interaction or with a group of friends, where the conversation is likely to be more casual in nature. But it's always recommended that you avoid using open-ended questions in larger forums, in things like seminars or workshops. Second thing, which is in continuation with the first one, is that one is Aditya emphasized the importance of being very constructing very simple questions. I think I just wanted to detail it a little bit in terms of being as specific as possible. So, for example, just continuing with the first point, if your area of concern in terms of LBW, if your analysis, that you have an issue only when there is a left arm bowler bowling over the wicket, then you need to be very specific and tell your mentor or coach that, sir, otherwise I'm fine, but I have an issue adjusting LBW or making decisions during this time, which is where I face struggle, or my decisions tend to get a little wrong. So then the person answering is very clear and can help you in a much sharper and a better way. The next point is about build your questions basis the answers that you receive. It's very important to if you have any doubts basis the answer received, you basically build on that rather than jumping from one topic to other. Otherwise, what will happen is that the flow of the discussion gets lost. Building questions on the answers you receive will basically help close the topic of inquiry, and it will basically have a very clearer understanding, so that you are able to cover the entire information and close that before you move on to the next one. The next one is you need to ask questions in the context of the situation. You need to be very clear that whatever question you are asked is relevant to that situation or to the discussion that is happening. It's basically in the flow of the situation, rather than for example, there is a topic which is going around no ball, and then you wouldn't ask a query which is related to stumping around that, right? Because otherwise it just kind of breaks the flow, and it just disengages the entire viewers or the audience. Then the next one is, I think the most important one is avoid hypothetical questions. You don't use stop using your creativity to ask or generate a question. The objective of a question is always to clarify your understanding, or you need clarity, or you need some simple understanding. It's not about testing the opposite person's knowledge, wherein you're creating some kind of situation. As much as possible, always use real life incidents or situations. And typically personal situations or personal experiences are always the best in terms of asking a question, because for example, if you ask a question about bajula wicket la match chalu hoto ani tithe umpire ne ye decision dila, and then you ask a query on that. Now the person that you're asking a query, if that person has a follow-up question or he wants to clarify, it will be a struggle, because you are not equipped with the entire situation as to why this happened or why that happened. So it is always better that you tell something which is personally happened in your life, or something that you have the entire information set, so there is any kind of cross questioning or clarity that's required. It doesn't get into reach a dead end kind of thing. Yeah. The next one is try and always use neutral words. Avoid asking leading questions. Leading questions like for example, when you approach your colleague for a discussion on a fair catch taken by a fielder, you don't go to the colleague and say that मेरे को तो out ही लग रहा था, clean catch लग रहा है, मुझे clean catch लग रहा है, आपको क्या लग रहा है? That's a very it's a very leading question, because then what is happening is that you end up creating a bias, because then the opposite person might feel that and then the opposite person is like has to respond, or is obliged to respond to your query, and more or less tend to agree with that. It's always better that you ask the person that what did your colleagues see, and what are the incident that happened, and what is it that you see, and then you have a discussion, and then you share your observations before arriving at a joint decisions. And I think the last and the most important one is, never interrupt when the answer is being given by the opposite person. A very simple but a very important rule. आपण court case मध्ये advocate नाही we stop the witness or in between and like, no, I agree, I disagree. But we are always tempted to ask when a person is responding, especially when we are not clear or we have a query that we tend to interrupt, but sir, or but this and that. Never ever do that. It's always important that you allow the opposite person to complete their answer, and wait for them to finish, and then if you have a follow-up query, you ask a question later that. Else, what it typically happens is that it would leave an impression as if it's not you're not trying to, you're not curious or you don't want to understand, but you're probably more in a state of creating an argument. That was it. I thought I'd just keep these simple basic points. And before I end, I would also like to thank Me Punch to provide this opportunity, and also thank you Masi sir and Rohan sir for guiding us for and allowing us to present in this wonderful platform.
So, Neha, this is Umesh here again, and I'm using this opportunity to interact.
There seems to be connectivity issue with you. Chandu, you can take over by the time
we have
Umesh
stopped
joins it.
this
Yeah,
time, Umesh.
Chandu. Well done, Dihar. I think Anil here. It was excellent. What I liked is your linked, umpiring along with the art of asking questions, because that becomes much more relate to us. All umpires can relate to that kind of examples. So really well done, good hard work, and superb show. I'm really impressed with all of you so far who have presented. I can see a lot of efforts, and it's really a good beginning. It's so heartening to see you all are coming up and presenting yourself, making efforts, and that would encourage, I think, more and more people to come ahead and start expressing themselves. Really well done, all of you. Keep doing good job.
Thank you, Anil
Yes,
sir.
Neha, Rajesh sir here. That was extremely good. And again, as Anil said, it's good that you have related it to the umpiring, because communication, questioning makes a very important part of umpiring. It's as important as decision making, or you can say if more, even more. So what you say, what you ask, what time you ask, the timing of asking, questioning, and the example that you gave, that when you talk to your partner, don't impose yourself. That's a very important part you have covered. And again, extremely impressive. I mean, all of you, Jasmine, Nihar, Aditya, even we have learned many things from you from this session. I can vouch it. Super, really good. Keep it up.
Thank you, Rajesh sir.
Yeah.
So, sorry guys, I had some issues with connectivity. Just wanted to complete the message, and one takeout for me was to practical takeout for me, and I think for everyone, is to avoid asking hypothetical questions, because they generally give an impression to the speaker that you're not interested, and the entire logic of asking this question is to more likely to test the knowledge of speaker. So then they all good intention of asking the question is lost, and what you get is either a rebuke or a very curt answer, which is not good for anyone. So overall, excellent and nice points you're getting covered in this session. So thank you so much. And Chandu, Mase, Rohan, excellent guys. Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Umesh.
Thank you, Umesh.
तो किसी बड़े आदमी ने कहा है एक प्रश्न जो होता है बीज की तरह होता है, क्वेश्चन या क्वेश्चन सीड्स नीचे गिरती रहती है, लेकिन वो सारी कन्वर्ट नहीं होती कि एक बड़ा पेड़ बने और कुछ फूल बने। तो आपका क्वेश्चनिंग भी वैसे ही है, अगर एक बीज कोई अच्छी जगह गिर जाए, उसे अच्छा पानी मिल जाए, हवा पानी मिल जाए, अच्छे से उसकी केयर की जाए, तो आगे जाके बड़ा पेड़ बनता, उससे हमें अच्छे फूल मिलते, अच्छे फल मिलते। आर्ट यही है, आर्ट ऑफ क्वेश्चनिंग यही है कि वो क्वेश्चन का हमें इसे जवाब मिले, हम उससे कुछ सीखते, कुछ बड़ी चीजें हासिल करें। That is all art. Subodh, can we continue, please? Or we want to take a break?
No, Chandu, we can continue. The time is extended, so we can
Okay.
continue. And I think one more speaker is there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can continue.
Okay. Share my screen. It takes little time to share. You know, share from. That's visible now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As a human being, we always like to stay together in a group. बहुत बार हम लोग एक जून के साथ रहना पसंद करते हैं, हम लोग एक दूसरे को फॉलो करते हैं, किसी बड़े लीडर को फॉलो करते हैं और साथ साथ चलते हैं। एक थिंकिंग प्रोसेस लेके चलने वाले बहुत सारे लोग रहते हैं, लेकिन कभी कभी ऐसे होता है कि उनमें से एक थोड़ा कुछ अलग से सोचता है, हटके सोचता है, वो अपनी एक मंजिल अलग से बना लेता है और उस मंजिल को हासिल करने के लिए, पाने के लिए नया रास्ता खोजता है। अगर रास्ता नहीं है तो खुद अपना रास्ता बना लेता है। तो हमें आज ऐसी एक कहानी सुननी है, इंस्पायरिंग स्टोरी सुननी है। अब आ रहे हैं बकुल चंद्र ओंडिया, बकुल भाई। Bakul bhai, I stop sharing now and you can please share your experience.
Jai Hind everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, Jai Hind, Bakul bhai.
Yes.
So, as you said, my name is Bakul Ondia, and I am with Indian Navy. That's Government of India, in a service with Government of India. And I've started my MCA umpiring in 2007. So I'll tell my story, and basically it is due to this art of questioning, why question is to be asked. And one question that changed my life was from my father. Will you be able to play for Indian cricket team? And then he added 3 more sentences. If yes, go ahead. If no, study sincerely, get good job, and then pursue your activities. Then he gave example of cricket, that in cricket, if one batsman is holding one end, then other batsman coming at other end can play his strokes freely. And then he stopped. You know, I firmly believe that all our parents, teachers, mentors have that sixth sense that his student is in danger. So actually, as Masih sir said in the last session, the question, Tera kya hoga Kalia? So actually this question was, Tera kya hoga Kalia, if I don't improve myself. And I was started thinking कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. I realized कि मैं टेनिस बॉल क्रिकेट बहुत खेल रहा हूँ, बॉक्स क्रिकेट खेल रहा हूँ, नाइट क्रिकेट खेल रहा हूँ. इस वजह से these activities are consuming more time and energy from me. And result क्या था उसका कि मैं relatively easy subject, communication skills जिसको हम English कहते हैं, and engineering drawing उसमें फेल हुआ था. मैंने ये भी सोचा अरे मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. ये बात है 1989-90 की. तब है ना जो सिर्फ टॉप पे खेलते थे क्रिकेटर्स उनको ही डिसेंट जॉब मिलता था. और मैं 1987 में बॉम्बे क्रिकेट एसोसिएशन में रजिस्टर्ड था प्लेयर. बॉम्बे क्रिकेट, दैट वाज नॉट इवन मुंबई क्रिकेट. और मुझे ऑफिशियली एक भी मैच खेलने नहीं मिला था. प्रैक्टिस मैचेस खेल रहा था लेकिन ऑफिशियल मैचेस कांगा लीग का या रेस्ट्रिक्टेड टूर्नामेंट का ओपन टूर्नामेंट एक भी नहीं खेलने मिल रहा था. तो दिस सडनली चेंज माय थॉट प्रोसेस कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. एंड दैट वन क्वेश्चन really changed everything in my life. After that, I studied hard, cleared all the exams first attempt. Even I got selected in a first campus interview held in our college. After 2 years, got opportunity to get selected for Indian Navy. Became gazetted officer. Side by side, since one end was secured, I can play my strokes freely. So again, I started leather ball cricket, got selected in club, started playing. After some time, got captaincy of the club. So इसी तरह चल रहा. And then one day, I appeared for MCA's umpires exam, cleared it first attempt, and started cricket umpiring. So एक सवाल ने सब कुछ बदल दिया. And when I was doing umpiring, I was enjoying it, and I'm crazy about cricket. इतना crazy कि जब मैं कारवार में था, कारवार में मेरा पोस्टिंग था, फ्राइडे शाम को वहां से बैठता था और यहाँ सैटरडे संडे मैच करता था. या सैटरडे शाम को वहां से बैठता था, यहाँ सुबह संडे मॉर्निंग पहुंचता था, मैच करता था, एंड अगेन शाम को कारवार के लिए चला जाता था 10 बजे का ट्रेन पकड़ के. तो क्रेजीनेस था. एक दिन in 2008 क्रॉस मैदान पे मैच खत्म करके मैं चर्च के स्टेशन की तरफ जा रहा था. तो मुझे हमारे पुराने अंपायर, वेरी नाइस जेंटलमैन मिस्टर खेड़कर सर मिल गए. वो भी दही सर रहते थे. हम लोग ट्रेन में साथ में बैठे चैटिंग कर रहे हैं. तो उन्होंने एक सवाल पूछा, बकुल कैन यू कम फॉर टेबल टेनिस अंपायरिंग. मैंने झट से आंसर दिया, यस व्हाई नॉट. मैं थोड़ा बहुत खेला हूँ, मुझे रूल्स पता है. उनसे थोड़ा रूल बुक ले लिया और पढ़ाई किया. पहले स्कूल टूर्नामेंट, कॉलेज टूर्नामेंट, डिस्ट्रिक्ट टूर्नामेंट, स्टेट टूर्नामेंट, जोनल टूर्नामेंट, ये करके मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली इंटरनेशनल अंपायर की एग्जाम देने की, अपीयर करने के लिए. एंड अब मेरा फोकस चेंज था. मुझे कहाँ फोकस करना था ये मेरे डैडी के उस सवाल ने ही बता दिया था. तो आई वॉज द ओनली वन to clear in that exam from Maharashtra, international umpire बन गए. टेबल टेनिस फेडरेशन ऑफ इंडिया ने पहला टूर्नामेंट दे दिया, एशियन जूनियर थायागराज स्टेडियम न्यू दिल्ली, और ऐसे बहुत सारे टूर्नामेंट. उसके बाद मुझे स्पेन भेजा गया. स्पेन में स्पेनिश ओपन किया, वहां से आया. तो इस तरह मेरा प्रोग्रेस अच्छा हुआ. एंड कुछ समय के बाद मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली टू अपीयर फॉर इंटरनेशनल ब्लू बैज एग्जामिनेशन. ये ब्लू बैज होता है वो सिलेक्टेड अंपायर्स लोगों के लिए जो के अंपायरिंग कर सकते हैं ओलंपिक्स एंड वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप. उसमें भी मैं फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट पास हो गया. लकीली आपको बताओ कि उस एग्जाम में उस समय केवल 5 लोग पास हुए थे. 2 ऑस्ट्रेलियन, 1 रशियन, 1 जर्मन और 1 इंडियन. दैट वाज मी लकीली. एंड ये सारे अचीवमेंट से बहुत फायदा हुआ सिर्फ एक सवाल का आंसर सही देने पर. इवन गवर्नमेंट ने मुझे सारे एक्सपेंसेस पेड किए चाइना जाने के. गवर्नमेंट ने मुझे 5 इंक्रीमेंट जो एक स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन को मिलते हैं पूरे करियर में वो भी दिए. तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि और भी एक इम्पोर्टेंट, सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात, एक बार लाइव टूर्नामेंट ऑन टीवी पे कमेंटेटर ने इंट्रोड्यूस करते हुए कहा, प्लीज वेलकम मैच ऑफिशियल मिस्टर ओंडिया फ्रॉम इंडिया. और ये मेरे डैडी ने जब सुना और फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली ने सब सुना तो वो बहुत खुश हुए। मुझे तो पता नहीं था, बट जब मैं वापस आया तो मुझे रिकॉर्डिंग दिखाया गया। सो दैट वाज द हाईएस्ट हाईलाइट ऑफ माय करियर, और ये सब संभव हुआ एक क्वेश्चन के आंसर में। तो यहाँ पर मैं अगेन, जो आदित्य ने जो कहा कि क्वेश्चन का इंटेंशन बहुत महत्वपूर्ण होता है। सबसे पहला पॉइंट था इंटेंशन। तो इंटेंशन क्या था कि भाई अपने कैरियर को संभालो। क्वेश्चन का लैंग्वेज कुछ भी हो, क्वेश्चन का इंटेंशन था कैरियर संभालो। तो बस ये मेरा स्टोरी है। आई होप आप लोगों ने मेरा स्टोरी एंजॉय किया होगा, एंड मैं किसी को इंस्पायर कर सकता हूँ तो डेफिनेटली हुए होंगे। थैंक यू, धन्यवाद।
That is really a very inspiring story, Bakul. We are really proud of you that you are one of us, and we are able to share your experiences. Very well done.
Thank you.
Very proud of you.
Thank
And
you, sir.
keep doing the good job. Keep doing that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I forgot to mention the one more, because I'm blowing my own trumpet. Even I got chance in China to do umpiring world number 1, Mr. Malong's match I could do. So I'm blowing my own trumpet, but it is required to be told here.
No, it's very required, because it just shows, if you think properly, if you, understand the question and think about it, how that can change your life. So it's really important and really well done. Proud of you. Keep doing.
Thank you, sir.
Bakul, Rohan here.
Well done, well done.
It is
yeah,
blowing
Rohan,
your own trumpet, Bakul. We all, as umpires, we feel that when we are doing a match, I am officiating Sachin Tendulkar, I am officiating Virat Kohli, I am officiating MS Dhoni. That feeling, what we get, we can relate to that. So no issues.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Rajesh.
Yes, Bakul, it was superb, and again, extremely proud of you. I mean, it's a news that you are doing so many things together. Just a question for you, Bakul. Out of these all, which is your favorite field? I mean, cricket umpiring, tennis umpiring, or table tennis, or what you say, other fields? Which you like most?
Love. Sir, first love remains always
First
there.
love.
So first love is cricket, and I am so crazy, as I told you. Even when I was posted at Karwar, I was not taking any rest, but doing matches. So first love will always be there. That is cricket.
So cricket umpiring remains your first love. Yeah.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
Yeah, the question that you get from your parents or somebody, it's not only the question, the hard yards that you put to fulfill that question or answer the question is extremely important. So just, I mean, somebody asking you question is not enough. You have to work extremely hard to fulfill to materialize that question into a real answer.
Right.
Yeah, well done again.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, Bakul, this is Umesh here. I think excellent oration and very inspiring. I think we have met in couple of matches, but I was not aware about your achievement. Great to hear from you, and so very proud of you, as mentioned by Anil and Rajesh. And it's a very simple story, but what you have given everyone on the call today is to start a big tree, a big achievement. Start could be very, very small, very, very focused, very small, one question. So extremely well done and very inspiring, and proud that you're part of, umpiring certainty from Mumbai. Excellent, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Subodh, you want to say anything? Hand was raised.
No, accidentally.
So we are done with the today's presentations.
Yeah, Rohan, you want to throw some
Yes.
light on
Summarize.
whatever has gone through today's sessions?
Yes, Anil. Thank
Mase,
you.
can I
Thank you.
come in?
Yes. Anybody?
Yes,
Yes,
Ganesh.
yes.
Yeah. Hi,
Welcome,
Ganesh,
welcome back.
Welcome, Ganesh, welcome.
Anybody
Yeah,
with questions? Anybody?
I heard a part of the closing part of Jasmine's presentation, the opening part of Aditya's presentation, the complete presentation of Nihar and Bakul. I think it augurs well for all of us that there are people who can speak on the subject. And that's actually a great achievement as far as we are concerned. Rohan and Mase, really well done to get these things up and going with these boys. It really shows what quality we have. I have one question for Bakul, and that is, Bakul, you were so happy that you did the match of #1 seed in table tennis, right?
Right, sir.
But did you realize that he, in his Chinese interview, said that I was happy that the #1 table tennis umpire in the world officiated my match?
Big compliment, sir. This is a big compliment for me. Thank
Sir,
you,
we
sir.
should never worry. Sir, we should never worry whose game we are doing. Is it Virat
Yes.
Kohli? Is it Sachin Tendulkar? It is #1. We are
Right.
#1 there. We are there because we have done something to this.
Correct.
And very, very well presented, Bakul. I really appreciate you bringing it out. But I have a few tips to all these people who have been speaking. I know it's your first public speech probably in this forum, independently with support. But I think one is you must understand the hemography of the group. So what language are they comfortable with? They are comfortable with English, yes. They are comfortable with English, Hindi and English, yes. Are they comfortable with the regional language? You got to mix it. And here you went very well, but it was totally in English. Could have come in with a bit more of Hindi. It would have helped making it more interesting. And just one last thing. If Arjun had not asked a question, Bhagavad Gita would never have been written.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, Abhijit this side. So my question is related to what Nihar has rightly pointed out, that avoid hypothetical questions. So sometimes what happens, we have a question in our mind which we think is a valid question before asking it to the final authority. But when we ask it to the final authority, we come to know that the question which we have asked is either hypothetical or impractical. So in order to avoid such kind of situations, what steps one can take in order to validate that question before asking it to the final authority?
Rohan, you will take this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abhijit, hi.
Yeah.
Well, when we ask a question, I feel that first of all, we can relate it as a hypothetical question to ourselves. आपल्याला कळून येऊ शकतं. We just have to analyze it. Maybe aren't we creating a question? See, there is a difference between a curiosity. You have asked a question out of curiosity, or you're just creating a question to ask something. So let us understand that part. So once you know कि बाबा हा आपला प्रश्न आहे तो आपण क्रिएट नाही करत आहे, then that hypothetical aspect automatically बाजूला होतो. Right?
Okay.
Anything else?
Abhijit, Ganesh Iyer here.
Yes, sir.
Ganesh Iyer
Yes,
here.
sir.
I think Nihar covered it in his talk nicely, where he said, relate and ask a question in which you were involved, not where you were not involved. That first premise will stop hypothetical questions straight away. The reason being, if you're not fully aware of a fact, you are bound to ask something which you yourself is not sure.
Okay.
So if you were involved, you know the sequence A, B, C, D, E. So if somebody says, ऐसा हुआ था क्या, ये ऐसा हुआ क्या, नहीं sir, ये ऐसा हुआ, ये ऐसा हुआ, so you get an answer. Objective is keep it to your experience when you raise a question. Keep yourself in mind. 90% of, or why should I say 95% of the time, there will be zero hypothetical questions coming from you. आपके पास से भूल चूक से भी कोई ऐसा विषय नहीं आएगा जिसमें आपके संबंध नहीं था.
Okay.
Anil,
Anyone? Chandu, anybody coming in?
So raise hands. So we still have second part. The planning for next Sunday. We can just come now. We're going to speak on what's wrong in this question. Then Shubhada and Vikrant, they are going to take up this subject, the importance of asking questions. Surya also going to share his own story on one question that changed my life. And we'll hear something from Rohan, his expertise. All from my side. Anybody?
Yeah, I think very well done. Ganesh, you want to close it up?
I have not been part of the discussion completely, as I said. I was in my meetings and between what I could hear and I came back. The only thing, as I've said again, be relaxed. You're not in an examination. Just work on it. Your potentials are huge and we can see those potentials coming out. All of you who did today, whatever I heard of, was excellent. Excellent. For people who are probably presenting a paper first time in an umpiring fraternity, was excellent. So what we need to do is to grow this culture up. I see the prospect of MCX starting games in August. So if we get through these questioning levels, we can start with something to do with the game at Mumbai in future classes. I'm waiting for the next Sunday. I'm again tied up, but I'll try and make it in between or whatever, however I can, and see how we can do it. What I want to only bring out is today is that because somebody did not ask a question, you did not know what the guy did. See, Umesh said we have done games together, but I never knew you were a table tennis referee. If only Umesh had asked him, other than this, what do you do, Bakul? I'm sure you would have got an answer.
Right,
That's
sir,
where
I would have told him.
That's where you miss a question or you miss an information. Thank you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think with this we'll end today's session and we'll meet again as usual next Sunday. Very well done, all the participants. Excellent show. Keep doing it. And we would love to have more and more participants in these kind of sessions. Excellent. Well done.